Hey family, this is JJ Hairston, and you're watching Gospel Goodies TV.
I'm Jekalyn Carr, and guess what? You're watching Gospel Goodies TV.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Teddy and Tina.
And you're watching Gospel Goodies TV.
Gospel Goodies.
Gospel Goodies. Gospel Goodies.
This is Gospel Goodies. It's Brother Craze from Those Baxters, and I'm here with my sister, newlywed, newly married, Tasha Cobbs.
Leonard.
Come on now, there you go. Let them know. Welcome to the Lord of the Rings, as I call it. Hey, yes, 15 years and counting. So, how is it to be a newlywed?
You know what? Both of us were just talking about it. For one, I think like the first week, we hit 3 weeks yesterday. So we're still in that phase where looking at each other like, did we really do this? But we can sense there's a greater grace, on everything that we do now, because you have a prayer partner, you have someone you can confide in and help you, push you through, when it may get a little challenging, and you sense that, once you're in it. It's something that you can't experience until you make that covenant between your partner and God. And so it's absolutely amazing.
I know. You got that glow too, girl. Look. Listen, hey, I still love her like the first day I proposed.
I know, I love that.
As a singer in this industry, what would you give advice to a new and upcoming artist? Because we're all about the independent artists, but sometimes they need advice from somebody who's doing it.
You know what I would say? People used to say to me all the time, and I don't think I understood it fully up until like now. They would say, you just sing with so much heart, you sing with so much passion, and it's because I believe what I sing about. If I get up and say there's a miracle in this room, I really believe it. And so I believe that people are attracted to the authentic you. People can sense when you're being real.
Right.
So if you're doing it out of a pool of something else that you draw for something else, it won't work. But people are affected by authenticity. If you get up and you sing about what you believe in and you be the authentic you, then people will receive it.
Listen, JJ, you got a new single. You Deserve It.
Yeah, bro.
Man, it make me feel like one of them leaning back and screaming like this songs. Like, how did that come about?
Well, I was actually in Kansas City, Missouri to do a concert, and this guy, Bishop Cortez Vaughn, was singing a song. He was just leading worship, singing a song. Before he get off the stage, I was like, dude, you gotta let me record that song. So he said, yeah, I added some stuff to it. Found out that the original writer was David Bloom out of North Carolina, good dude. So we really all come together just to give God praise, and we released something that we can't even take credit for now. It's just become its own thing, and we're just happy that we were part of it.
Okay, quick, fast. If me and you was at say we was at a karaoke, right? Yeah. And we was a gospel karaoke, what would your go-to song be?
My go-to song.
It can't be your song.
I would do Friend of God. Either that or Lord You Are Good, Israel Houghton. I got the best Israel Houghton impression ever. He saved my life so many times. All these churches, Israel Houghton always saves the day. So I could do any Israel Houghton song right now.
We're so excited for you with so many nominations. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling overwhelmed and excited all at the same time, because I never thought I would be in this place, and to see how God has superseded my age and caused me to accomplish so many great things at a very young age and still accomplishing things is just amazing. So I have to say thank you to all of my supporters, radio personnels, to program directors, television shows such as yourself. I mean, you guys are amazing, and I thank God for you.
Amen.
And my family. I have the best family in the world. They have supported me and instilled values in me. One thing I love about my parents is that even though my dad is my manager, they're my covering, they remain my parents. They spend that quality time with myself and my siblings. They instill the right values in us, and I value that so much.
Amen. What are some of the things that you like to do to have fun? I know you don't get much downtime, but what do you do?
I love going to the movies, going to the movie theaters. The last movie I saw was Get Out.
How was that?
It was like, you have to go see it. Like, it's really good.
Were you scared?
No, I mean, well, it's a suspenseful movie. It keeps you at the edges of your seat, but all at the same time, it was a good movie, like, hands down. I like getting my hair done, getting my nails done. I'm a huge family person, so my entire family will get together, play volleyball and all of that. They're very competitive, but it's fun. So yeah.
One last question. What is something that you want youth to know or young people to know, things that they're struggling with that you want them to know about life to make things easier?
One thing we have to understand is you can either let your obstacle or your situation defeat you or let it make you stronger. Understand that there is a winner, there is a champion on the inside of you. It is not God's intentions or desire to see you fail or to see you defeated. God is freedom, God is life, God is success, and that's who you are because you're his child. So don't allow what you experience to throw you off course, but let it push you even further into your destiny. Stay connected to the right people and allow God to let his will be done in your life.
You have 10 minutes with Teddy and Tina. Please talk to us about it. What made you want to do this?
Well, I was just sitting around, I don't know what we were doing, but the Lord just gave me the idea. Like, let's do a segment called 10 Minutes with Teddy and Tina. Let's talk about whatever, of course we'll talk about marriage and family and all that kind of stuff, but, let's just try to think about it and put it together and just do it, and what was so awesome, she had the same idea. She just never spoke it to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so once I decided to say that, we talked about, what we would talk about and everything, and we kind of came up with a plan of attack, and that's how it happened. It was just called up a friend and was like, man, come shoot it, and boom. It was just like that.
It's a discussion of life, love, family, and faith. And I don't know if everybody takes an opportunity to really do that. We talk about careers. We talk about God fixing everything. We talk about God doing everything for us. God give me, God give me, God give me. But I'm not sure if we see a lot of that. And so we wanted to use our platform to just be able to share God, to be able to share love, to be able to share faith, to be able to share family, even career building and how you actually do it. Everybody's chasing a win, but some people really need to know if you're going to be sustained in this, you need to know actually how to do it. And it's not just having a hit and being impressive for the moment. It's much more than that. So all those things that we can share, we will share.
The living lesson.
I have to put a mint in my mouth after each interview, so I'm still fresh.
Is that for longevity? That's how you keep longevity?
Man, let me tell you something. No, you keep longevity by trying to remain relevant by listening.
Oh, come on
listening
now.
to the industry, where we are in the industry, what the music is doing, who the artists are, and all that kind of good stuff.
Right. So, because a lot of people that come out, they got a similar sound, but for you, it seemed like you just keep creating a sound that just transcends time, and that comes from listening, right?
Absolutely, man, and really just not being afraid to step out on the water and do some new things.
Okay.
I know that I've got a whole lot of popular songs that people sing in church, but my new single, Good to Me, I like to do stuff that's going to be very different as well. Right. Something that said, I didn't think that Byron would record a song like that, but oh my goodness, I'm jamming to it before you know it,
And that's how it's supposed to be, because I always we play that new incredible sound of gospel, because we gospel should be it should be like the playbook of your life.
I agree.
So, and your life is not one way. So you should have good gospel music where you can feel good, you can drop the top on the car,
right,
and ride out, right?
And then have you the one that can make you worship and cry and just, so you enter to this building. You need that song to minister to your spirit as well. So I just try to make sure that I have a variety of everything, and I try to reach all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're here for ASCAP Morning Glory, and this is for songwriters.
Yes.
What advice would you give to a young songwriter?
To really just pay attention to a process. There are some people who want to write songs just to be writing songs, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want success in the business, though, you have to really listen and follow patterns. Because there are patterns to writing a good song. And some of the greatest writers out there, we know we're going to do a verse, a chorus, another verse, a vamp.
Right.
But we're not going to put too much in a song because the average person doesn't understand that. And a lot of times the simpler that you write, the better.
Beautiful people, you're watching Gospel Goodies TV. This is Major, and this is why I love you. I Love You is making its rounds everywhere. We've been, just sitting up at the top of Billboard mainstream. So that's, it's an interesting thing when God gets his hand in a thing. When he's in it, you can never go wrong. So I've learned that along this course. Y'all have seen me on my journey, and it's just opening up, and I'm so grateful that I can sing the God expression from the kingdom perspective all around the world, and people embrace it. Yeah.
Would you ever have imagined that would be the way that God would open the doors for you?
I've had dreams about it, but I just put it together. I was like, you know how they say the one way to make God laugh is to show him your plan? Because I had it all planned out. I'm like, so God, you're going to do it this way. They're going to call me Major Choir Boy, and I'm going to do this and do that. But now Major is doing it all over with, this is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. And it's worship for me, because he's the first expression of love. He's the first example of love. And so when I sing about it, people are like, there's something more that I feel in this thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's God.
We started this event to really celebrate our stellar nominees, because to us they are already winners, and so we wanted to let them know that we love them, we support them, we're rooting for them, and the event has grown exponentially, and just the energy in this room, it's revitalizing. It makes you feel good. It's really a celebration to kick off what will be the Stellar Awards tonight. And also, this event is just to celebrate the culture and the spirit of gospel music, right? Like, it's a feel-good event, and so I hope that everyone leaves here feeling good, because I know I do. We pride ourselves on celebrating songwriters at every stage of their career. And like you said, a lot of times the songwriters are the people behind the scenes that people don't normally recognize or know. And so it's such a pleasure and an honor to be able to recognize them too.
We've been here years before just as visitors, but now we're here nominated. So it's amazing to be amongst, fellow peer artists, people that we're fans of, and now we're just here. It's just amazing. I'm humbled.
Okay, so now let's see. Y'all got a song that's shooting up the charts, and people are starting to recognize y'all. How does that feel when your peers recognize who you are now?
It's humbling. It's exciting. We're like, man, they actually, love our work. It's just like God is elevating us. But the important things remain humble throughout it all. But it's just, you feel accomplished.
What is the excitement being here for you this morning?
You know what? I think one of the biggest things is when you can come and you can be around, greatness. You can be around legends and people that have really put time, energy, finances in this gospel game, if you will, and I don't mean it in disrespect when I say the gospel game, but, just being in this lane of gospel music, it's still a business side to it. So to see people put forth their effort, like I said, their blood, sweat, and tears to just give the best music that they can give. You know what I'm saying? To be on the red carpet with these individuals and just to celebrate God. It means so much to me. So like I said, we had a morning glory breakfast. I'm not sure who's going to sing today, but I'm sure God going to get the glory. So I'm excited to be here.
He is definitely going to get the glory. You are a pastor as well. I remember when we saw you sing your first hit. We were in New Jersey, and this was all before all of this red carpets and stuff. How has your life transformed, and how do you deal with it as a family?
You know what? Never forget humble beginnings. When you saw me, I actually, when I got there, long story short, when I went to change, I didn't have a dressing room. So I ended up changing in the bathroom. So people were, doing their bathroom duties while I'm changing, getting ready to perform. But it helped me remain humble. So anytime when I think I'm somebody, I always remember you started off in the bathroom, changing. So I asked God to give me balance, on your second part of your question. I asked God to give me balance. I got a great wife, my children, a great team of people at my ministry, and they all kind of make me be the best that I can be. You know what I'm saying? So even though I'm stretching myself, having a great team of people just makes it all worth it.
To have been doing music, for 10 or 15, plus years, and to still be honored by your peers, really it's a great honor, and I don't take it for granted. I was actually kind of startled, like, are y'all for real? And then for it to happen again, I'm like, okay, all right. But to God be the glory. We're thankful.
All things in seasons.
Yes.
The season again. Yeah. What has it been like to have come such a long way, be in the industry such a long time, and to be in this season, in this moment?
Well, what it says to me is that God is faithful. And what it also says is don't ever assume that if you've had a pinnacle in success, that God can't use you again, that God can't continue to use you. Because often people will say, oh, well, they'll remember back in the day, and they'll think that, God has no use for them now. But this is a testament that God will use you in any and every season of your life, if you're available.
Mrs. Butler, how do you speak into him? Because sometimes we have to encourage our husbands. And what do you say to him?
I say to him what God tells me to say to him. I ask him on a daily to show me what he needs from me. And I speak and I ask him to open my eyes so that he can see, that I can see what he sees. And I speak that into him.